What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again, and once again we're here for another Tuesday night race league in the MSR. For those of you not in the know, that's Max Speed Racing, and this should be a good one. After a hard week between the walls, this track is wide open today, and that's deceptive. The track is so wide, so fast, so flowing that it's super easy to get too greedy on the accelerator coming out of some of these corners, spin up your tires, and absolutely lose your car. So these drivers are going to have to be super careful today. But while we have a moment here, as Saucy Monster is the first to roll out on the track, let's check out the today's standings. Or no, I'm wrong. It's actually DJ CJ that was first out on the track. So, in first place is BXTN with 309 points. Followed closely, very closely, and looks like DJ CJ speaking of the devil, just had a spin. Yeah, DJ CJ, a really close 27 points behind. So that's a race win and an 8th, I think, maybe a 9th place finish. So not out of this at all at this point. As we know, anything can happen. Just behind him with 206 points is Websy. 180 is Cotton sitting in 4th. 177 points, Jewel in P5 or in 5th. Rum sitting in 6th with 139 points. Huggy Bear sitting in 7th with 109 points. Angry sitting in 8th place with 76 points. Excuse me. Anton C4 Pro, Big Anton sitting in 9th place with 25 points. Commander Lasky in 10th place with 18 points. Jim Supernova in 11th with 16 points. Tied for 11th is Adrian the 8th with 16 points. That might be right. Yeah. He had a really great weekend last week. That's right. Thinking he's new, how could he have so many points already? But yeah, he had a really great weekend last week. That's right. So that's big. Challenging Supernova for 11th place in the championship. Saucy Monster is in 13th with 12 points. Evil Scotsman is in 14th with 11 points. Bagel in 15th with 7 points. Jones in 16th with 6 points, just a point behind Bagel. Fryer in 17th with 2 points. Geronimo in 18th has not scored yet, and that is going to round out the championship point standings as of last week. As we can see here, well, wow, hopefully you guys can see it. It looks small on my screen. Aston Martin with a pretty comfortable lead, 515 points. Mercedes 124 points behind them with 391 points. Ferrari sitting in 3rd with 195 points. Alpine or Alpine, depending on where you are in the world, in P4 with 180 points. AlphaTauri, P5, 155 points. Red Bull is in P6 with 87 points. Alfa Romeo in 7th place with in 7th position with 41 points. William in 8th with 19 points. McLaren and Haas tied for 9th. Oh, excuse me. No, McLaren has 8 points in P9 in 9th, and McLaren or Haas F1 team sitting in 10th with no points at this point, but there's nobody driving for them, so that explains that. Let's go back to the track and see what we've got going on here. I am Mr. DJ CJ, or I always say I am. I don't know why I do that. I'm Mr. DJ CJ, sitting in first place right now as he drives into the pits as we jump on board with him with a 126.6. Not far at all behind him in P2 is Evil Scotsman with 126.8. The track a little damp. I see a little bit of rain falling, but these drivers at this point out on dry weather tires, so definitely not too bad for them out there right now. Race control is still allowing the use of the DRS, as we saw with Evil, who jumps up into P1 with a 124.7. That's a huge jump. A couple of seconds there. Very nice on him. We're going to jump down into, see Anton going into the pits. He's sitting in third with a 128.4. Tried to run on medium tires. Saucy Monster also into the pits, sitting in fourth with a 132.6. Also made his attempt on the medium tires, as did DJ CJ, while Evil is the only driver thus far to make an attempt on soft tires. Huggy out right now on the intermediate tires, set a 128.9. What's going on, everybody? Glad you guys could make it. Bagel says hello, welcome to Hungary, home of the death curbs. Guys, gonna have to be careful out there today. Good and bad news. My pace on old and new equipment is similar, but bad news is that my pace is still 2 seconds off. I actually saw you running on the hard tire in practice, and you actually seem to be able to handle the hard tires better than anyone else that I did see make that attempt. So congratulations on that. What's going on, Michael? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. Things seem to have changed. I don't know if it's on my end or if it's with how it's presented in Discord at this point. Huggy definitely does not seem to be on the correct tires for the weather right now. I can see why he went out there with water falling. Jumping on board with Angry, he's also out on the intermediate tires. That's a huge surprise. The track looks exceptionally dry right now to me, and Evil, after 3 laps, has put in a one. Oh, there he goes again, jumps again, a 119.7. So the dry weather tires are definitely the tires to be on. Angry is going to need to make that switch sometime soon. It looks like Huggy is in, maybe getting ready to make that switch himself. Jump back on with Evil, as only he and Angry are out on track right now. It says Bagel is out, but his name is grayed out for me. Yeah, I can't go to him. Bagel, did you crash out or something? We'll hop on board with Saucy, who is on his outlap right now on the soft tires, looking to see if he can match Evil at this point. Angry did get up into P5 as Saucy Monster comes into the pits. Angry did jump to P5 with a 131 even. Only Saucy Monster has put in a time slower at this point. with a 132.6. Jumping into his T-cam here. Bagel says he hates the Williams car. I cannot blame you on that. Not sure why you hate it, but I've always hated where the placement of the dashboard information is, or the fact that it's on the monocoque and not on the wheel like every other car. Bagel says the Williams did the thing, you know, rear slid out, hit the wall on his first out lap. Oh, that is super unfortunate. Angry now into the pits. Anton is out on the medium tires. I guess he does have just under 7 minutes to go here, possibly getting a feel for the track right now, but with the weather being so questionable right now, I would think everybody would want to be out there hitting like the fastest laps that they possibly can. But, you know, if I knew anything, I'd be out there driving, right? See how these medium tires are working. So I did a little bit of practice earlier today in the 2017 spec Formula One cars on Race Room. That's where I tend to race. And I was really struggling with getting the power down through these fast corners. Anton jumps to P1 with a 117.1 on the medium tires. That is an impressive time. Beastie Boy not far behind him with a 117.3. Beastie Boy on the medium, on the soft tires. Did I say Anton was on this? Anton's on the medium tire, just in case I got that wrong. So these drivers looking really racy tonight. Surprisingly, I'm seeing Saucy Monster going out on the medium tires. Again, I really would expect everybody to be on the fast tire, just trying to put in their best lap with the weather being so questionable at this point. Beastie goes fastest with a 116.4, the first driver in the 116s. Let's hop on board with Saucy, see what he's doing. Not really up to speed at this point. I'm wondering if he's going to hop into the pits real fast and switch out to a set of the soft tires. No, he's going to stay out. He's going to make a fast run on these medium tires. He's off. Down to T1. DRS wide open. Breaks it down to second gear. It's around. It's an instant jump back onto the DRS. Able to get up into seventh gear. Third gear for this kind of deceptively, actually it's deceptively slow. Seems like it will be faster, but it's way off camber. Through here, you got to trust that your car will hold, and more often than not, it will hold. Rode the curb just a bit too much, and that is going to be the end of it for Saucy Monster, sitting in P7 right now with a 132.6. Huggy goes fastest with a 116. I can't see it. The purple is just really not a good color. Let me see if I can. There it is. Oh, there. Let me. Somebody in the pit. There we go. 116 even. So congratulations to Huggy, putting in a super fast lap. Rum on the medium tires sitting on a 116.4 at the moment. Is he pushing? I think he is. This looks like it's a fast lap. Nah, maybe not, because he was way too relaxed through. Whoa, wait a minute. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? Anyways, let's move on. Webzy sitting in P3 at the moment on the soft tires. 116.4. Not really going fast at the moment. Angry has decided to jump onto the soft tires. Also not on a speed run at the moment. DJ CJ, medium tires. Now, I guess if you really wanted to start on the medium tires, this might be, that may be the reason that people are out on those. They really want to start on them. I don't know why they would. Outside of some expected weather, unfortunately, the game doesn't show me as a spectator any weather information, so DJ CJ has has the track to himself right now. Actually, Cotton and BXTN are out on their outlaps right now. DJ CJ jumps to a 116.5. That's P5. Looks like that was Beastie coming out of the pits as DJ CJ is off the side of the track. Yeah, that was Beastie. Beastie is on the soft tires, brand new set of soft tires. Looking to see where he can put his car. While he does that, let's check out Cotton, who is on the set of the mediums. Really spinning up the rears there. Cotton looking for a little bit of separation from the car in front of him. Here he goes. Pops that DRS. We know Cotton is really fast in a straight line. Looked like 194 miles per hour down that front straight. Pops the DRS once again. Huggy has got to be feeling really good right now. BXTN could spoil it for him. Cotton could spoil it for him. Evil could spoil it from him. Beastie could spoil it for him. Evil puts in a 116.3, good enough for P2 at the moment. Still riding with Cotton. I don't know who's where on the track right now. Just not familiar enough. I think BXTN, yeah, is coming around to the last corner here now. What can BXTN do on these medium tires? BXTN supplants Evil with a 116 even. So that's a 1/6. I missed it. So here you have it. Huggy and P1 on pole. Congratulations, Huggy. BXTN, P2, Evil, P3, Rum, P4, Webzy, P5, Beastie, P6, DJ CJ, P7, Cotton, P8. Not able to take advantage of going or crossing the line last. Anton, P9, Angry, P10, Saucy, P11, and Bagel, P12. Unable to put in a time due to an unfortunate accident. Bagel says he doesn't have to worry about anyone behind him. That can be comforting going into turn one, that's for sure. It should be interesting to see how some of these excuse me, tire strategies play out. Are you guys ready? It's a very small grid today in the MSR. Let's see who we're jumping in with. Looks like we're going to be on with Beastie for the start of this race. Let's go ahead and get everything set up. Position change. Enable. There we go. Ready to get this race started. Looks like a beautifully sunny day here in Budapest, as these drivers really try and get some heat into their tires. The field on this formation lap are really spread out right now. So BXTN and P2 is really going to be looking to... Actually, I might need to be up there. BXTN is really going to be looking to get past Huggy, but Huggy is going to really want to hold BXTN up to give his teammate DJ CJ a chance to get up there and get into the fight all the way from P7. Yeah, let's jump up there for the start of this race. It's super important because if BXTN gets past Huggy, he has a really good chance of running away. And if that happens, that is going to really hurt DJ CJ for his championship bid for the championship. Yeah, that was redundant. Apologies for that. As these cars line up, I'm excited for next season in 22, where these drivers are going to have to line the cars up themselves. Five lights. It was long. Oh, that was really long, and a bunch of cars just get a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. BXTN falls. Beastie Boy with his jump start really gets up there, fighting Beastie Boy right now, fighting BXTN. BXTN able to jump ahead, and they are still fighting. BXTN on the mediums, Beastie on the softs. If I'm BXC right now, BXTN wants to get by, and that actually makes sense. But part of you just thinks, you know, that Beastie jumped the start. You kind of want to just hang back. You know he's got a pit, and you hope he does it right away. Most drivers would, just because they want to be able to have as much race time as possible, as many laps as possible to make up for that mistake or what have you. Surprisingly, in P12, Websy also jumped the start. There goes Beastie into the pits. Now BXTN can get on with attacking DJ CJ able to jump up into P6 so far. Plenty of time though to run past everyone. Websy into the pits for his stop and go. Rum, the only driver that did not make it or did not take his stop and go penalty yet. Angry just behind Rum. His strategy is from the softs to the hard. I was in chat with him earlier. He said he did not want to be on the hard tires for this race. We'll see what he does a little bit later. He's kind of relaxed knowing that Rum has a penalty that he's going to have to serve a drive-through. Will Rum do it now? No, he does not. If Rum isn't careful, he is going to be disqualified. This really does not make any true sense to me why he would stay out. Evil in P3 with a 119 something. I didn't see it. It went by too fast. Just caught it out the edge of my, off the top of my eyes there. Evil on the soft tires while BXTN is on the mediums and Huggy is on the soft. It looks like BXTN might be struggling a little bit on these medium tires, trying to catch that grip. We have a virtual safety car as Rum is out of the race. Websy into the pits once again, jumping onto a set of the medium tires. Oops. On board with Bagel, also on the medium tires, sitting in P11. Can he hold Websy off? There he goes, P10, as he passes where Rum must have made his mistake. Huggy into the pits. That's really early. That's surprising. Huggy onto a set of the hards. Like I said, I saw a Bagel on the hards, and he was making them during practice, and he was really making them work. This is a turn of events that I don't understand. I don't understand the strategy here. You're in P1. Your tires are good. Now you have a 3-second penalty. Gotta be careful. Evil trying to put the pressure on BXTN. Evil with the better tires at the moment, but Evil's tires are definitely going to go off. While Evil's tires are going off, BXTN's tires are coming in, getting better and better as they gather heat before they start their drop off. Cotton not far behind these two. Evil with the DRS. BXTN trying to shake it. Look at this closing speed. If Evil has a great exit, and he does, can he make it happen? No, he's just a little too far back right now. Cotton also on the medium tires. I think there's going to be a little bit of regret with the medium tires right now, especially if Evil is able to get past BXTN. DJ CJ just a little bit behind, about 2 seconds behind Cotton right now. Anton is threatening DJ CJ though, but Anton also on the medium tires. Angry on the soft tires, about 3 seconds behind Anton. Going to be looking to make up, going to be looking to close that gap as Saucy takes a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. These drivers are going to have to be super careful today. This is an easy track to run wide, and the punishment in most places is not really that great. Like, as in, there's no kitty litter or no sand, whatever you want to call it, to really slow your car down. No grass, just painted tarmac. Hopping on board with Saucy, who's about 3.5 seconds behind Angry. Angry actually right now really sitting in no man's land, nobody to help him out. So is Saucy, as Huggy is about 4 seconds behind him. Beastie a further 4 seconds behind Huggy, and then Bagel 25 seconds back behind Beastie. Websy 11 seconds behind Bagel right now. Evil's tires might be starting to go off as the separation between himself and BXTN is 1.3 seconds right now. Can Evil find a little bit of extra life? Evil into the pits. What is he going to switch to? The strategy would be good for one stop would be to go onto the hard tires right now. Let's see what we've got. Evil is onto the hard tires. How far did he fall? P8. I don't think Beastie has him. No, he definitely does not. So all the way down to P8, but that being said, these other drivers have not, well, outside of Huggy, these other drivers have not pitted yet. Huggy 2 on the the hard tires. Angry's going to really be looking to catch up to him. Saucy has Angry. Did I say Angry before? Evil. Evil's looking to catch up to Huggy. Man, my mind is going. Saucy trying to catch up to Angry right now. Has him in his sight, well in his sights. That always gave me confidence when I could see a car, especially if I could see a car getting bigger. As Angry peels into the pits, what tire is he gonna jump onto? Like I said, he said earlier that he did not want to run this race on the hard tires, but it looks like that's exactly what he's gonna be doing. You don't want to add extra pit stops if no one else is doing that. So good on him to revive his way of thinking. DJ CJ has made it up to P2. Again, BXTN, DJ CJ, Cotton, Anton, and I don't think Saucy has pit yet either. Huggy, Evil, and Angry definitely have. DJ CJ sitting almost 4 seconds back. Gonna really be looking to cut into BXTN's lead here. But you don't want to be too erratic, too crazy here. Cotton, though, in the position to be able to really attack DJ CJ. And I think you're going to see that happening here. who can take this better. Both drivers looking really good through there. Bagel takes a 3-second penalty and multiple warnings. Cotton really trying to hold on. He's just barely in right now. Evil takes a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Around the hairpin to around the last hairpin. It looked for a second like DJ CJ was going to run wide, but he didn't. Cotton did get the DRS. Much too far back to make it work here, and I think even too far back to make it work through here as well. But it did allow him to close the gap from 0.9 to about 0.7. Looking from Anton's card, we cannot see Cotton ahead of him. So that 5-second gap is really huge. Behind him, Huggy is 8.5 seconds back. Definitely huge, but Saucy right on Huggy's tail, and Saucy is on the medium tires. Let's check tire. Actually, let's go to stops so we can see who has a stop. So Saucy Monster has not stopped yet. Huggy has stopped. Evil has stopped. Angry has stopped. Beastie has stopped. Websy has stopped. And Bagel has had 2 stops himself. Check out the tires. Saucy's tires are not medium tires are 9 laps old, and he is falling back from Huggy. Meanwhile, Evil's hard tires are 3 laps old. Really looking to push. You can see both of them rounding the corner ahead of him. That gives him that hunger. That always gives you that feeling that you can do it. Beastie Boy is out of the race. Not able to hold on with the hard tires. On board with Websy right now. His medium tire 7 laps old. Let's check in with the leaders once again. DJ CJ slightly closer to BXTN, but not much closer at all. Cotton still threatening, but the gap here also is still about the same. So all these drivers seem to be pretty evenly matched, with no one really gaining or losing. On board with Anton. Wow, seems like he really had to let off through there, where it's faster than most drivers really think. And you can really just jam down through a gear or two and then just really plant your foot and go. Back on board with Huggy. See, at this point, I'm just really surprised that Huggy came in so early to get off his medium tires. As you see up front, BXTN and DJCJ's medium tires, Cottons as well, really holding on, really still doing quite well. Even Anton's just noticed. I think Saucy just went around Bagel, maybe? Evil pulling up on Saucy, trying to threaten him. Evil really taking that corner nice, or that chicane really nice. And look at the time that it has given him on Saucy. If Evil can hang on to it, he's going to be a real threat down that front straight with DRS. Evil really able to make those hard tires work. Around the first in the lap hairpin. Saucy's going in, getting off those 12-lap old medium tires. I think Evil's feeling a little angry, pun intended, right now. I think he really wanted to take it in a fight. That's all right. Huggy is his next target. Almost 6 seconds ahead. I'm imagining BXTN and DJ CJ are going to need to pit here really soon. And that's really going to shake things up. Looking at the rear, you can barely see DJ CJ rounding corners. DJ the first to jump into the pits. Is he going onto the hard tires? I believe, yes, he is. Anton gets past. Can Huggy is able to get past. DJ CJ comes out in P5. I would expect BXTN to answer that with a pit of his own coming up right now. Here we go. Round the hairpin here. Will BXTN be going in? No, BXTN stays out for another lap. Ooh. The strategy is real. What about Cotton? Cotton stays out as well. And Anton? Will Anton stay out too? No, Anton is pulling into the pits. Going to switch over to his hard tires. Question it. Yes, Huggy Bear is definitely going to make it past. As will DJ CJ. DJ CJ all over the back of Huggy, his teammate. Are there team orders? Will Huggy move aside and let him by? Yes, he does. I doubt there were really team orders. It's just, you know, yeah. Good on Huggy, though. His teammate is definitely in the fight for the championship and needs everything he can get right now. Let's see, does BXTN go in this time? And if no, he does not. BXTN really pushing these medium tires. Cotton does as well. I think Cotton may be trying to just match whatever BXTN does right now. We do know that Cotton's really good at taking care of his tires. Let's see where Evil is. Just under 6 seconds behind Huggy. His hard tires are just a tad bit fresher. As he gets a little loose, going around that last hairpin, maybe a little too close to the inside wall there. Might need to open up that corner a little bit. Anton on his brand new set of hard tires. I want to say that's probably Bagel ahead of him, yeah. Difficult part of the track to be caught by lap traffic. But Anton is through. Bagel, unfortunately, catching another 3-second penalty there. Websy sitting in P9 right now, 9 seconds behind Saucy Monster. 13-lap-old medium tires. That is not the position he wants to be in right now. On board with BXTN as his tires are 17 laps old. Cotton behind him, also on 17-lap-old tires. DJ CJ really pushing, trying to make up a 13.5-second gap right now. Huggy has fallen off, no surprise there, as his tires are 13 laps old compared to DJ CJ's 2-lap-old tires, hard tires. Will BXTN continue to stay out? Yes, he does. Wow. Really working these tires. Okay, I gotta call it here. BXTN looking to go to the soft tires. That's the only thing I can figure is going on right now. Cotton decides to stay out as well. Meanwhile, DJ CJ is slowly closing that gap. And if Huggy can just kind of hold on, maybe catch up just a little bit, he could be a real help to his teammate once BXTN and Cotton do pit. I do believe, at least at this point, he will be positioned between his teammate and Cotton and BXTN when they decide to pit. Angry into P6 as Anton comes into the pits. What is he jumping on? It's got to be mediums. And he gets a wing change. Websy by him. So Websy at this point really putting in the lap times, trying to catch up to Saucy Monster, and he is closing the gap a bit. But he still has yet to pit, unfortunately. Well, no, he has pit. But I don't think these taps are going. And Bagel is out of the race. How unfortunate. We just lost Bagel. Safety car is going to reset everything. BXTN really needed this safety car. This safety car the safety car does wonders for him right now. DJ CJ already into the pits. On a brand new set of the mediums, he can take those to the end. Huggy, likewise, Evil does the same. Angry decides to stay out on the tires he did not want to be on for this race. That is so surprising. Was he worried about being stacked? Even so, it's a safety car. Why wouldn't you go in Angry and take off those 11-lap-old hard tires for a brand new set of mediums? It got me confused. BXTN finally sliding in. Can he make a set of soft tires work for 15 laps? Cotton in behind him. No, BXTN decides to go for the hard tires, a brand new set of hards. His team determining that he cannot make it to the end on a set of softs. But they had to come in. Cotton's team gambling with him, saying that we believe he can make his tires work. He can conserve these tires, can take them all the way to the end. This is getting hot, guys. As these drivers start to form up, I want to see if Angry changes his mind. Anton takes a penalty under the safety car. Angry is in now. I wonder if he was just worried about stacking up for some reason. I don't know why he would be, but he has plenty of time between himself and Saucy Monster, so Bagel says this is embarrassing. He's done so sick of this car. The car snapped again and hit the wall. He wants to be moved to the Haas, please. Of course, there's a safety car when he's out. Yeah, that's really unfortunate timing. Shoot a text to, or shoot a message to Evil and see if he's willing to switch you over to the Haas. That may be a car that you want to drive if Evil's willing to do that. At least one more lap under the safety car. BXTN really trying to get some heat into these hard tires. Almost wants to melt them a little bit at this point. Cotton, on the other hand, wants to be super careful on his soft tires, doing as little damage to them as possible behind the safety car. DJ CJ trying to add a little bit of heat to his tires. His teammate, BXTN, what? His teammate Huggy Bear, excuse me. Huggy behind his teammate DJ CJ, also putting some heat into his tires. Going to be looking to hold off any threats from behind. Evil's going to be looking to be that threat with his teammate Angry just behind him, trying to catch up to the queue. Needs to hurry up. Not too far behind, but it's going to be close. Monster's still quite a bit behind Angry. Anton really needing Saucy Monster to pick up the pace. He's in the car screaming right now. No, not really, but. Then Websy trying to catch up as well. Will the safety car be coming in right now? Yes, it is. Safety car in this lap. Safety car is going to be in this lap. We're going to see what Cotton, DJ CJ, and Huggy can do right now. Cotton probably has the best bite at the apple of all these top 5 cars. They're off. Cotton just kind of slips behind. Those soft tires really allowing him to get through turn one nicely. Look at Cotton. Cotton's being held up right now. Cotton needs to figure it out. Can Cotton get past BXTN? I think at best these tires are going to give him maybe 3 laps of a real chance. Look at him. BXTN forces him outside. I don't think Cotton's worried about it right now. Cotton knowing if he can just hang on to the back of BXTN, he's going to get DRS. And if he's close enough, he will get him into turn one. Here we go. Oh, Cotton loses the rear end. Way too really needed to open that corner up. Oh, you know what? There was no, never mind. Race director hasn't even opened it up to DRS yet. So Cotton's going to just kind of need to do it. A little bit of touch of wheels. No harm, no foul. That really slowed Cotton down. We got to stick with this just a little bit longer. This is a great fight right here. Actually, DJ CJ not far behind either. Huggy's still fighting for it as well. Unfortunately, Evil has fallen back outside of that DRS. Here we go again. Cotton definitely taking it just a bit wider that time. DRS has just been enabled. Huggy takes the fastest lap with a 1:18.9. Sector, there he goes. Has he made it happen? Can he hold it on the outside? These guys really going for it. BXTN able to take his lead. That's all right. Cotton has to know he's about to get DRS if he can just hang on. Gets a little loose again. DJ CJ watching this fight. Looking for his place to pounce. Cotton needs a push. Work your tires around this hairpin. Get up there. He has a good exit. There's a DRS. I think he's just too far back. DRS just came a little bit too late for him. Evil with a 1:18.7, fastest lap. Cotton fires it off again, but not in position. Cotton needs to hold on this lap. Every lap just really killing these tires. These soft tires. DJ CJ really looking to threaten Cotton now. And if DJ CJ can roll through him, can his teammate follow suit? I think he's just a little bit too far back right now. DJ CJ all over Cotton right now. Got a little loose coming out of that hairpin. Too far back, I think, as BXCN tried to break the slipstream from Cotton. Cotton really still threatening. BXCN trying to hold on until his tires come up. Huggy again in position to just defend his teammate from any threats that may come from behind. Right now, that's Evil and Websy. Websy pushing all the way up to P6 after having a horrendous start to this race. Not sure what happened there. Websy takes a 3-second penalty. That's unusual for him. But again, this track just kind of invites the drivers to go wide. Saucy, unfortunately not seeing Websy right now. There he is, Huggy with a 1:18.5. These drivers are getting faster and faster. Huggy really pulling up into the fight right now. Nobody is giving up. This is what you like to see. This is the race that you came to see. These drivers really fighting for it. Huggy really riding those high curves. Excuse me, Cotton. I get those two mixed up all the time in my head. Now I finally said it out loud. Sorry, Cotton really riding those high curves. Since I called his name, let's jump on board with Huggy. Here we go again. All these cars about to have DRS from 2 down to 4. Huggy a little loose coming out of the last corner. DJ CJ really wanting to threaten Cotton, and he really does, actually. BXCN trying to squeeze. Cotton can't make those tires work. That's unfortunate. BXCN needs to be careful with who he decides to defend against right now. He could defend so hard against Cotton that he lets DJ CJ come through. And while Cotton may be the threat in this race right now, DJ CJ is the threat for the championship. Oh, this is good racing. This is how you drive. My next partner is going to drive just like this. No, I'm just playing. Evil really close to getting onto this train. Look at Cotton. Look at Cotton. He's going to have DRS again. Cotton should have it. Cotton is through. DJ CJ tried to take his advantage. Unable to make it happen. If Cotton makes it to the end of this race on those soft tires, BXCN is going to be really angry with himself that he did not decide to gamble and move to the soft tires as well. We see right now DJ CJ really threatening BXTN. Guys, this is going to go big time towards the championship right here. BXTN trying to solidify his position in the championship. DJ CJ wants it. Here it goes. DJ CJ is going to have DRS right now. There he goes. He opened it a little bit late, but better late than never. Huggy. Huggy. What are you doing? Huggy does what teammates need to do. Huggy puts himself between DJ CJ and BXTN. Huggy might have just given his teammate the win of this race as BXTN looking to threaten. Brilliant move by Huggy. Oh. Brilliant move by Huggy. Brilliant move by Huggy. That's what he needed to do. That's how you drive. Angry now in position to have DRS. Excuse me, Evil. Why am I know these guys, I promise. I promise. Let's see what BXTN can do. DJ CJ 118.5. Is he threatening? Yes, he is. On the inside, he's got DRS. Huggy goes wide. Excuse me, Cotton. You know what? I'm not saying anybody's name now. Just saying the next driver. Wow, Huggy does it again. I can't not say their names. Huggy does it again. Once again, Huggy puts himself between a threatening car and his teammate. Way to go. Way to go. Cotton now struggling on those soft tires. Still a few more laps to go. Can he hold off BXTN? If Cotton can hold off BXTN, and even more than that, if Evil can attack and pass BXTN, this is going to go a long way to putting points in DJ CJ's hands. Huggy has already done what he needed to do. He put himself between everybody else and his teammate. Jump too far ahead. EXTN really going at Cotton right now. EXTN able to get past. What can BXTN do? These hard tires must be coming into their own about now. Can Huggy defend it? Let's jump back here and see what's going on. That Saucy Monster going into the pits. No, excuse me, what? Wow, that looked like he was going into the pits for me. Sorry, he just went into the pits last lap. On a fresh set of soft tires, maybe looking to get that point for fastest lap. Angry in P8, as there's a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. Anton P7, 13 lap old medium tires. Evil P6 has fallen behind Websy. Wonder what happened there. That must have been where the yellow flags came in. Websy, blah, P5, also 13 lap old, medium tires. Cotton really falling out of favor here. BXTN has been able to get past Huggy, but Huggy did his job. Huggy did what he needed to do. It's DJ CJ's race to lose at this point, and he's got to give thanks to Huggy for that. Very impressive teamwork by Huggy this evening. Very impressive. Let's see if what Cotton can do with his straight line speed right now. .184. The speed has dropped off for sure. Is BXTN gaining any ground on DJ CJ right now? BXTN now into a DRS range. Huggy takes a hard penalty. Cotton behind him, no penalty. BXTN fires it off, but that is the end of the race. Look how close these drivers were. Cotton, due to that time penalty, does pass Huggy. Websy, P5, Evil, P6. Anton looks like he's definitely going to come into P7. Angry, rounding to come into rounding the last corner to come in P8. Saucy brings up the rear with P9. That's still points. Unfortunately, Bagel, Rum, and Beastie, or Bagel, Beastie, and Rum are out of this race. Did not make it to the end, but what a race it was. Congratulations to I'm Mr. DJ CJ on a drive, on a winning drive. But beyond that, congratulations to Huggy by really playing the teammate role, doing what he needed to do to aid in getting his teammate the win here. I'm not saying that DJ CJ couldn't have done it on his own, but what Huggy did really went a long way into aiding him getting that win. Congratulations, DJ CJ. BXTN minimizes the damage done by coming in second. Yeah, I didn't get there in time. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's going to be it for this race. So, Evil, if you're listening, I don't know how to bring you to the. You never taught me how to bring you into the people into the to the post race interview section. Oh, I can just drag you up. Evil, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, what a race tonight. how do you feel about what went down on the track tonight?
It was a good race. I was absolutely plagued with hardware issues, unfortunately. So I feel that I could have been much more in that fight at the front. I mean, I was up there. I was with him. It was yeah, just a few technical issues from my side with my wheel. For some reason, going into some of the corners, I wasn't getting the downshift when I was pulling it, so complete loss of engine braking for that front.
I know you were complaining during practice about your car double shifting. Um, is this just kind of the opposite thing?
Yeah, I mean during practice, I was getting double downshifts. I was getting that in the race. I mean, it's I'd rather have a double downshift than no downshift. I don't know. There was some corners I was pulling 6, 7, maybe 8 times just to get that one gear down,
Wow.
which obviously you lose the engine braking going into the corner if you're not getting down the gearbox, and the car's not helping you slow down using the gearbox, and it was a nightmare. But I think all in all it was a good finish. Could have had fifth if I didn't have that spin at the end, but yeah, I think one of those downshifts caught me out on the corner and sent the
Right.
car round.
You were definitely coming into your own towards the end there. I spent a nice fair bit of laps catching up, trying to get into DRS range, and then you finally did make it. Um, Unfortunately, those spins can really shatter dreams.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So I was carrying 6 seconds, I think, in penalties as well. I did manage to extend 6 seconds from Webb's. I thought I was safe, and then yeah, that I pulled for a downshift. It didn't give me it, so I pulled again. Got a double downshift, and yeah, the back end of the car went.
Yeah, I know. Uh, Bagel unhappy with his ride tonight as well. Um, really not enjoying being in the Williams. Is there a chance that he can move to the Haas? Or
This late in the season, probably not. I mean, we're 3 races to go. The end of the day, so we're about to go into a new game. Everybody's probably going to end up with a new car for the new game, so stick with it for I think it's 3 races left, and then hopefully end up with a brand new car.
yeah, we have France, Saudi, I think, and Portimao maybe.
Yeah, I feel his pain. I've been stuck in a Ferrari for a season when I absolutely hated it. I didn't get on well with the setups that I had. Didn't work on the car for some reason. You know what? It is what it is. 3 races to go. Just stick in there and look forward to whatever the next picking's going to be. It's the only advice I can give on that.
Are you looking forward to to next season to the 20 the 2022 car?
Yeah, I mean, trailer drop today. We've seen that we're getting a whole new handling system. Hopefully, it's better. I mean, the handling's not been changed in the F1 game for many, many years, so the new cars are obviously easy to follow other drivers as well. So, like in this game, it's like real life. If you get on the back end of another driver, you feel the front end washing out in the corner sometimes. Whereas on the new game, we shouldn't be experiencing that. So
S-
it's yeah, I'm looking forward to that. A new era, and I think the setups are slightly changed as well on the new game. So interesting who manages to grasp them first.
So, as the owner, I have so many questions about changes for next season that I'd like to ask you, and I know you can't answer them all. So, if you would just say not ready to answer, but I'd like to ask you questions if that's cool right now.
Yeah, yeah, go for it. If I'm sure if there's something I don't want to disclose at this point, I'm sure I'll keep it under wraps.
Okay. First thing I want to know. Um, Formations. Are you gonna have it so that the drivers have to put their cars on their starting grid themselves?
If which I would imagine it is going to be an option in the multiplayer lobbies. Yes. drivers will retain full control of the cars all the way to their box, which will obviously mean it's imperative that people do stay in formation all the way around. You want to get that, you want to get in that box at the angle that you want, but you want to get right up to that yellow line. So, yeah, that's something I definitely want to run.
Nice. Next, pit stops. Full manual pit stops or no?
Yes, 100%. It should come down to, if there's going to be something there in the game where it's up to the driver if they turn in or push the button. However, I think you can set it up on a button press, or you can have it so that you turn your wheel. I think that's the option you can have. But it's another key element I seen in the trailer today. I'm not sure if you've managed to watch that yet. I think they got the turning slightly wrong in the front left wheel gun, or the wheel guy actually struggled to get the wheel off the car. It was actually realistic that they had an issue in the pit stop. So
That
again,
was my next question.
it
Are you
adds the fact
implementing
that
that?
yes,
Thank you. Oh my goodness, this is going to be such an exciting season. This is going to be such an exciting season with so much that a driver can now mess up and destroy their whole race.
yeah, I mean, it might only add a couple of seconds in your pit stop, but a couple of seconds can win and lose a race, as we all know.
Man, this is going to be an exciting season. I know that they're also trying to implement crossplay so that you can play with PC drivers. I can see that really opening up the league to more drivers coming in and fuller grids. Unfortunately, tonight the grid was a little small. It does happen, especially towards the end of a season. You know, as drivers are really start to get frustrated with things, especially when it feels like the game isn't being looked after because they're looking after or they're dealing with trying to deal with the next game. Um, when that's implemented, are you looking to recruit from PC as well?
Yes, as soon as crossplay is turned on F122, MSR will go complete cross-platform. There will be absolutely no borders. Doesn't matter the platform. Anybody is more than welcome to join MSR. I will be one of those people when crossplay comes in. I'll be moving to the PC to play it. Um, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah.
So I don't know the answer to this question, and I'm wondering if you do. Does that crossplay will that crossplay include the PlayStation?
Um, as far as I am led to believe, obviously this is just things I've read, listened to, and seen on the internet. Never trust the internet people; it's a dangerous place.
Right.
Um, I, I I'm under the belief crossplay is full. I think it's between all platforms, including PlayStation. The one thing that is unclear at this point is if crossplay will pick up the last generation consoles. I wouldn't see it much of an issue if old gen, current gen are playing together on launch day. So I'd imagine that crossplay is going to be completely across everywhere you can get the game.
Okay. So here's another question regarding the PlayStation, and that is, and it kind of ties into the PC as well. We know PC is getting VR support. We know PlayStation has VR coming. Do you know if PlayStation will have VR support for uh, F1 2022?
From what I've seen, um, and it looks like it's coming from official sources, unfortunately, it does not look like PlayStation will have VR support in F1 22. Whether that's something they can maybe work on and change down the roadmap, we'll have to wait and see. But I don't think the current plans have VR implemented, and I think that may just be because obviously PlayStation's still waiting on the PSVR 2.
Right, right.
Because they don't have it, I don't think obviously Codemasters has managed to get a hold of the dev kit for it and work with it. So I don't think 22 will have it, but I think moving forward, 2023 should well have VR support on the PlayStation.
Gotcha. So I know you. You know, we do a lot of things outside of racing, and I know that you just recently got a VR headset yourself. Will you be racing in VR next season?
I'm thinking so. Um, I've not managed to do much racing inside VR yet, so I'm hoping to get some more in this week. But if that opens up, it's just going to open up so many possibilities. Being able to get back in the cockpit, which I hate not being in cockpit view. I used to love running it. But one of the big disadvantages is you can't see your mirrors. And I know a lot of people's going to say you've got the rear view mirror. I find that ruins immersion for me.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm hoping to play in VR and a whole new experience, being able to see your apex a lot easier.
Very cool, very cool. Well, I'm glad to have you in VR. As you know, I raced I race strictly in VR. I find I can't even do it on flat screen anymore. So, gonna be glad to have you there. Hopefully, you will allow me to put in practice times with you with you guys next season, and hopefully, uh, we'll be able to do some track. I don't know, reconnaissance with the pick or the pace cars, the safety cars. It's not pace cars in Formula One. It's
Um,
safety cars.
yeah, I mean we're obviously getting the hot lap feature in the game, and yeah, we're gonna be able to use those and maybe bring some new things. I mean, we're not going to be able to use them in multiplayer yet. I use the word yet because that's what Codemaster said. Um, but yeah, we'll be able to use that to the prime examples Monza. We do have an issue in the league where one of the rules is you're not allowed to skip over turn one. If you skip over it, you have to slow down and go around the chevrons. Well, this will be able to show people that using an actual safety car in the game, which will be pretty cool.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to having that for everybody just before the race starts. Being able to drive around, show everybody what the tracks are like and what the rules are going to be for each track as far as off tracks and everything. F122 looking like it's shaping up to be a really great one. A lot of things that drivers have been asking for years looks like they'll be implemented.
I mean, I suppose the one question to you, Falchion, is are you picking her up on the PC as well? Yeah, obvious. I think you will be obviously VR. I think that's a silly question.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it on both because I think I'm gonna need it at least in the beginning because it's not gonna be implemented right away, right?
No, it's unclear when the implementation is going to be. So it could be right at the end of the game. Unfortunately, it could be any time in between this game and the next. So
Right.
it's a wide window. But I mean, if you're picking it up on PC VR, I'm thinking we can get a little potential serious going on Borderos Gaming channel with the co-op.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'll take you up on that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Actually never run the co-op before, but I've always wanted to. So, and it looks really good too. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out the trailer for F122, I highly suggest you do. It really shows off a lot of what they're doing, and again, a lot of it is what we've all been asking for to come to this game for years. So, anything else that you want to say to the people?
No, I hope everybody enjoyed that race as much as I did. I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if my gear shifters were behaving themselves, but
It
well,
was
I'm gonna I'm gonna look at those. I, I'm liking the challenge up the front. That's been a couple of races now. I've actually been up the front with the front runners, so
it was a
you know, I
great
was, I was,
race for
I was
sure. Go ahead.
so close to pole tonight, so close. Messed up sector one. If I didn't mess up sector one, I think I could have had pole position for that race, but we'll come back stronger. Was it France next week?
Francis
So
next week. That flat butt track. Francis so
yeah,
difficult for me. It's just so
you
flat.
know, we'll come back, see what we can do there, and I hope everybody's looking forward to going to France. And yeah, that title battle up the front, that's heating up, and it's looking like it can go all the way to the final race. So yeah, that's looking good. It's close. I think it's still very, very close up the front.
3 races to go. Very close. DJ CJ absolutely able to get a little bit closer after today's race. I think he owes Huggy a beer or something if they're old enough to drink, because Huggy really did his job today. Put himself between his teammate and the drivers that were attacking, especially BXCN. BXCN was able to get by in the end, but was not able to get past DJ CJ, and that's what really counts. So, without further ado, if you have nothing else,
Nope, nothing for me. Just have a great week, everybody, and